Jai Hind, welcome to Computology Academy, and today we are going to see about the oil prices. So, does the oil prices may go down or may go up? We will see today. So, do join our channel, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get informed whenever we upload new videos. Myself Vidyanand Singh, and let's start. So, currently the oil prices are higher, very high. It is around 88.2 rupees on an average. It may change from one state to another state and from one jurisdiction to another jurisdiction based on their local taxes, as it does not comes under the GST. So why the oil prices has become an issue? Recently the oil prices in certain regions in Rajasthan breached the 100 rupees mark. So let us see the history of the oil prices. So before lockdown in 2019, the oil prices was around $65 per barrel. Okay. And corresponding to this time, the oil prices in India was around 20 rupees plus minus 2 rupees per liter. So this was the situation. But as the lockdown was imposed in 2020, around 25th of March. So at that very time, the oil prices was around this. In the international market, the crude oil price was same. But after the lockdown, and as gradually most of the countries imposed the lockdown, and the international trade as well as the internal trade and economy of most of the countries came to a halt, abrupt halt. So the demand of crude oil in the international market came down drastically, and because of which what happened, there was abundance of inventory with the oil producing countries, and they were not having such kind of infrastructure to store that much of crude oil, and because of that the prices started to come down. And in April, the crude oil prices slumped to $14 per barrel, and at that very time the oil prices in India was not so much less in correspondence with the crude oil prices in the international market. It came down to 68 rupees plus minus 2 rupees per liter in the Indian market. And why this happened? Although the raw material, that is the input cost of the crude oil in the refineries, had came down drastically. You can see here from $65 per barrel to $14 per barrel, around $51 per barrel the crude oil prices slumped. But the petrol prices, corresponding petrol prices in India was around 68 rupees, and this had happened because the Indian government increased the excise duty twice. So the excise duty was increased twice to maintain the market price or to regulate the market price in India, and because of which the crude oil prices, even though had slumped, the petrol prices per liter remained almost same. But what had happened after June in 2020, gradually most of the economies started to open. The lockdown was relaxed gradually and various economic activities started again, and because of which what happened, gradually the demand of oil started again increasing, and because of which what happened, the prices again started to go up in the international market. And at present in 2021, the today's crude oil price is $65 per barrel, and the corresponding petrol prices in India is 88 rupees plus minus 2 rupees per liter. So you can see here there is a difference of around 20 rupees, roughly 20 rupees difference is there at the same input cost. So the $65 was there in 2019. At that very time the crude oil price was 70 rupees. Again now the $65 per barrel is the price of the crude oil, but the petrol price is around 88 rupees. So around 20 rupees difference is there. Why this is so? This is because the excise duty that had been increased when the crude oil prices were going down has not been decreased. So the excise duties what was increased remained the same, and because of which what has happened, the petrol prices has got increased to 88 rupees. Again, there is a issue also because of the decrease in the prices and decrease in the demand in the international market. What had happened, the OPEC countries started to reduce their production. So they reduced their production drastically as there was no demand in the international market, and because of the less demand they were unable to keep the inventory, the excess production what was going on, they were unable to accommodate in their existing infrastructure, and because of which they had to purchase various scrapped oil tanker or oil carrier ships to store the excess of the crude oil, and because of which, although they were not getting good price, and even they had to incur the extra cost to keep the inventory, to keep the excess produced crude oil, and because of this they started to reduce their production. And they also, what the production they had reduced, they are reluctant to again increase the production, and because of which the crude oil prices are going up. So because of this reason, our oil and petroleum minister Dharmendra Pradhan requested the OPEC countries and Saudi Arabia to increase their production so the crude oil prices doesn't overshoot. And because of this request, they were thinking that they will get a relaxation in the crude oil prices in the international market, as India have to import 85% of its total requirement of crude oil, and maximum part of this crude oil import comes from the OPEC countries. The two major OPEC countries, that is Iran and Saudi Arabia, mostly provide more than 50% of this requirement. Alone Saudi Arabia exports to India 25% of the requirement of the crude oil to India. But what had happened, as Dharmendra Pradhan requested to Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia what did? Saudi Arabia told to India and the Indian oil minister that whatever you had imported during the low price and you have kept it in the strategic oil reserve, you can use that to bring down the oil prices in your market. So India is having the strategic oil reserve of 10 days. And they had purchased it at $14 when the prices was less. So now the OPEC countries, mainly the Saudi Arabia, is suggesting to use that. So in OPEC countries there are 13 members. Earlier there were 16 members, but Indonesia, Qatar and Ecuador have exited from this union. So OPEC countries is having their headquarters in Venice in Austria, and this is basically a union of oil producing and exporting countries. So these countries mainly regulate the international market. Most of the international market they influence by their decisions and their activities, as they are the major exporters of the oil. And this is having a union where the president is elected, but the president is just a de facto president. The de jure president is Saudi Arabia, as most of its decisions are influenced by Saudi Arabia. So Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, his minister suggested Dharmendra Pradhan to use the strategic oil reserve that we have purchased during the lockdown. So 10 days strategic oil reserve is with India, and thereafter they are saying that you had purchased it at $14, now you can use that to regulate the prices. But here is a catch, that when they were not having even the infrastructure to accommodate the extra production, at that very time India was paying them whatever the market price at that very time to purchase the oil, and they accommodated in their strategic reserve. And now when India is in need of their help to regulate the prices at $65 per barrel, they are saying that you can use the strategic reserve. So what is this? This is a kind of teaching who had helped you earlier. They are providing the teachings to India who had helped them at the time when they were in a problem. So now come to the strategic reserve. So India is having 4 strategic reserve locations, that is Paddur, Mangaluru, Chandikhol and Visakhapatnam. So 10 days here, and as well as various private and oil refining companies also have the extra stock to run their plants without any interruption in case there is no supply of the crude oil. So the private companies and oil refining companies have a reserve of 64 days. So in total, India is having 74 days reserve of crude oil. So this is basically to meet any natural calamities, any disruption in the international market supply of crude oil, or in a condition of war when there will be some issues with the supply of the crude oil. So this is not a thing that can be used at the whims and fancies as and when they want. It is a strategic reserve, and no country have the right to teach how to use your strategic reserve or how to you formulate your own strategies. It is an internal matter of India, not the matter of Saudi Arabia or any other country. They can teach how the Indian government should use their strategic reserve. So because of this, the Indian government got disgruntled with Saudi Arabia, and also they were expecting that this may happen in future. So because of this, what India did, India was in negotiation with Guyana. So Guyana is a Latin American country, and this northeastern bed of the Latin America, that is South America, is having good reserve of oil. Here these countries like Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Suriname, etc. These are the oil producing countries also. And here in Latin America, only Venezuela is the member of OPEC country. Earlier Ecuador was also there, but he exited because of the dominance of mostly the Arabian Peninsular countries, and they were not in a position to make their own decisions because of their influence. So they exited the union, and now they are making their decisions by their own. Same is the case with Guyana. So India was negotiating before 1 month of this date to get the crude oil supply from Guyana, and now the deal has been finalized, and this is a good situation to teach a lesson to the OPEC countries and the Saudi Arabia that you can't dictate the strategy to other countries, and you can't use these countries as granted, because when you were in need, we helped you out by purchasing your extra production, and now you are saying that we can't increase the production and we will continue with this production rate only. Whatever the oil prices are going up or down doesn't matter. So this is the situation. But what happened? Again, now America intervened. So America, the big daddy. So what is the concern of Big Daddy? Big Daddy is not concerned about India or any other country or Saudi Arabia. America is concerned only about the international market and international economy. America is basically an export-oriented country. So if the prices go up in the international market, then its international trade will also get hampered. And because of this situation, America was concerned that if the oil prices doesn't come down, then what will happen? Their export will go down, because the oil is the basic need for the export, because the most of the transit, the oil consumption is the basic need. The fuel is the basic need to transport, and if the transportation cost will increase, then the export will go down. So America said to Saudi Arabia and the OPEC countries to increase the production. But why does Saudi Arabia will respect the decision of America or whatever the suggestions are provided by America? Because at present Mohammed bin Salman is in a awkward situation. Mohammed bin Salman is accused of the killing of Jamal Khashoggi in Turkey, the Saudi Arabian embassy. And because of this, what has happened? Joe Biden, after the Trump administration, the Joe Biden administration is not so liberal with Mohammed bin Salman or the Saudi Arabia, and he said that we are going to inquire about what was the situation and what was the condition, what is the involvement of Mohammed bin Salman as well as involvement of Saudi Arabia. So one situation was this. Again, Mohammed bin Salman had intervened in the internal affairs of Yemen. He ordered the bombardment of Yemen and other things and the Houthis, and because of this also America is not happy with Mohammed bin Salman. So Mohammed bin Salman is in an awkward situation. So whatever is being dictated right now by the Biden administration, Mohammed bin Salman have to respect him, to appease him and to get in the good books of Biden administration, because if he doesn't do so, he will be in an awkward situation because of the human rights violation and other things. There will be some issues with both the administration, and there may be imposition of some sanctions on Saudi Arabia also. So whatever it has been dictated by the Biden administration, Saudi Arabia is going to respect. So because of this, what happened? The OPEC countries have told that they will increase the production by 20 million barrel per day in graduated scale for 2 months. So they are going to increase the production now, and as they will increase the production, the crude oil prices in the international market will come down, and this will be very helpful for the international market as well as India to bring down the oil prices in their economy, and this will boost the economy. Because after the lockdown and corona breakout, what has happened? The international market and the international economy and the economy in particular of every country is not in a good situation. There were chances of recession, and to avoid such kind of thing and to avoid the meltdown of international economy, there should be some relaxations. And one of the most important thing for any economy is the fuel. Fuel is the basic requirement to run any economy, and this is the situation for what Joe Biden administration is concerned, and this is why they have told the OPEC countries to increase the production and to bring down the international market price of the crude oil. So we have seen what is the situation. These questions may be asked in the mains, as well as the questions related to OPEC etc. may be asked in the prelims also. So do subscribe our channel for more informative videos. Visit our website for various courses. Thank you very much and have a nice day.